Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever I'm finding you today. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video on Am I the A-hole? Shall we just get right into it, darlings? I saw the title of this one, and well, I do believe a-hole immediately, but obviously, you know how these things go, you read ahead and then you find out they're not, so let's then read into this one, shall we? Am I the a-hole for not bringing my daughter's friend home and making her parents get her? My daughter and I live about an hour outside of NYC. You're the a-hole. Like leaving your daughter in NYC, not your daughter's friend in NYC or around NYC. Since she was a baby, I've taken her there most weekends. Most weekend. Oh, I don't like this. As she's got older, she's occasionally brought friends. They always know this rule: bring a bag with things for the train, carry your own stuff, stick together, expect lots of walking, and have fun. Phones are fine, but I encourage screen-free activities. Okay, wait. Are you there? Is the guy there or not? Like, how is he going to enforce the? That's a little bit of a div. I always speak to parents beforehand and emphasize the walking. We sometimes walk 45 minutes or more. Okay, so he's there. For her 12th birthday, okay, they're about 12, last weekend, we wanted to go to the city with friends. She wanted to go to the city with friends, visit favorite spots, have dinner, and maybe see a show. My mum helped pay for tickets and joined us. My daughter invited three girls, two longtime friends, you know the routine, and a new friend, Leia. I called Leia's mum and explained the rules, warned about the walking, and suggested Leia bring something for the train since the signal is bad. Leia's mum was excited. My daughter also explained expectations. On the train, Leia only brought her phone, got bored when the signal cut out, and refused to chat or play games with the others, and complained. When we arrived, she immediately asked for a cab. My daughter reminded her we walk. As we browsed shops, Leia kept whining and asking for a cab. I stayed patient, offered a water and a snack break. I even suggested the subway to be nice, but she refused when she learned what it was. In a few hours, we stopped for dinner at a place with options for everyone. Leia complained again and said she wanted to go home. I pulled her aside to check if she was sick or upset. She just said it was boring. Okay, so she's being a kid about it. I told her we'd be there a few more hours for the show, but if she wanted to leave, she could call her mum. Leia called and her mum asked me to bring her back, even if my mum left or I left with Leia and took the train back. After we dropped her off, we'd miss the show. And my daughter wanted both of us there. I explained we wouldn't head back until after the show. Leia's mum didn't want to pay for a train ticket or drive. Everyone sucks here, in my opinion. I'm going to read on after, but everyone sucks here. Like, the dad isn't the a-hole for his initial question of, like, he didn't leave her, unless he leaves her. But, he's not the a-hole for wanting the parents to pick her up. What he is the a-hole for is acting mad that a kid is finding everything, but, like, this is her first time here doing this. Obviously, the kid's being a little shit, but oh my god, she's only 12, if that. Maybe 11 or 13. She's gonna act like a little shit. Obviously, not your kid, not your responsibility, but she's in your care. Like, the kid sucks and the dad sucks and the kid's mom sucks for not wanting to pick her up. She eventually sent Leia's dad, who picked her up before the show. Leia stayed crabby throughout the dinner. Afterward, Leia's mum trashed me to the other mums, but they backed me up, saying they wouldn't expect me to cut the trip short unless the child was sick or hurt, which I would. Okay, that's a good thing. You didn't abandon the kid, which is good. Someone did pick her up. Now Leia's mum won't let her hang out with my daughter. Okay, that's an a-hole move. I'm wondering if I should have sucked it up and taken her home. I mean, you made sure she had arrangements. You're not the a-hole for your question. Your question, you're not the a-hole for that. But, you know, don't get mad at a kid for not enjoying the time. Yeah, this comment I agree with. People are being super harsh about this kid. She's 12. While annoying, she's still a kid. That being said, not the a-hole. Exactly. But her mum is the a-hole. I agree with this comment 100%. This comment here, I'm just screenshotting so I can put it up. I agree with that comment. Like, it's not, like, don't be mean to the kid, but, like, you can definitely see where the kid's getting it from. It's definitely the kid's mum. That's where she's got it from. Mother-in-law, crazy story. Crazy mother-in-law story. Am I the a-hole for not answering the door when my ex's mum showed up at my apartment unannounced? This happened a couple of years ago while I was talking about crazy mother-in-law stories with a friend, and she thinks I was an a-hole. Oh, but I was talking about, okay, not while. Oh my god, imagine if it happened whilst, like the coinky dink. I have sole custody of my children. My ex and his family live about a 9-hour drive away from me. One day around 9 a.m., there was a knocking on my bedroom window. Oh. I peek through the bottom of the blinds just to see women's sneakers. So I peek higher and make eye contact with my ex's mum. All I can think of is WTF. The apartment where I live is not gated, so anybody can drive into the property, just not go into the buildings without a key, which means my ex's mum could knock on my door, but she couldn't enter my building. Anyway, now that she's seen me, I change and go see why she's just, oh my god, the eye contact. Oh, that's awful. Only reason why she has my address is because a few months back she asked to mail some stuff for the kids, and I dumbly gave my address. She tells me she was in the neighborhood, and I asked her why she didn't call me before arriving, and she said it was a last minute decision, in bunny quotes. I let her in and she sees the kids for a bit. She leaves. When she leaves, I tell her next time she needs to give me a heads up before arriving, and I'm not talking 10 minutes before. I need at least 1 week notice. This is where I might be the a-hole. 4 months later, she pulls this stunt again. When I hear tapping on the window, I know exactly who it is. I don't bother looking. She starts calling me. After the fifth call, I answer. She tells me I need to open up because she wants to see the kids. I'm like, what? I'm not even home. Why? She didn't tell me she was coming. I'm 45 minutes away visiting my dad with the kids. She demands dad's address. I refuse to give it to her. I tell her I have no idea when I'll be home. Yes, complete lie. Anyway, she doesn't believe me. She thinks I'm home. Again, it was a last minute decision. I hang up on her. I'm getting texts from my ex, demanding I let his mum see the kids. He doesn't have custody, so doesn't need to. I tell him what I told her, I'm not home. Imagine my surprise when I hear police banging on my door a few minutes later. I don't answer. I get a call from a random number, the police officer. He is there to perform a wellness check because my ex's mum hasn't heard from me in 3 days and is extremely worried. Also, according to him, it's illegal to not answer the door when a police officer knocks. I tell him she is lying. I just spoke to her on the phone. She showed up unannounced. I made it clear to her not to do that. And I am out with family. And I don't need to come back just because she showed up unannounced. She is my ex's mum and I don't have to talk to her. After that phone call, I got the text from ex calling me an a-hole. And how hard would it have been to just let his mum see the kids when she drove all that way just to see them? Like, then she can just drive all the way back. I just want to make it clear, I don't mind her visiting. I don't mind her being around my kids, but I can't stand her showing up unannounced and demanding to see my kids like that. It was like she was on a weird power trip. Oh my god, not the a-hole. Jesus Christ. Can a wellness check be done like that? To be honest, wellness checks in the UK aren't any better. I'm just gonna give you a little lowdown. Wellness checks in the UK, if you don't answer the door, they break your door down. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Let's do one more. Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my friend turn my apartment into her second closet? No. So to begin, so I'll begin like this. I'm Kayla and my friend Kate lives in a studio that's pretty cramped up. Okay, sorry about that. I'm picturing like those stereotypical like box flats that I see in New York. 2 months ago, she asked if she could keep two small boxes of her winter clothes at my place since I have a two-bedroom and more space. I didn't see the harm at the time and agreed. But those two small boxes turned into bags, then shoes, then a coat, and what? Okay, yeah, I see where it's going. Give an inch, they take a mile. It now has about 6 large bags and 2 bins stacked in my spare room. I told her it's starting to overwhelm my space, and it's making me feel uncomfortable. Does she wear this stuff? Like, does she come back to swap it with something else, or is it just stuff she doesn't wear anymore and she's just leaving it there to collect dust because she's a hoarder and doesn't want to get rid of it? That's my question. I told her it's starting to overwhelm me, my space, and make me feel uncomfortable, especially because I actually use that room for work and studying. When I asked her to either pick up her stuff or pay me part of the rent, okay, she wouldn't be paying a rent, she'd be paying like a storage fee. Like, word it like that. Like £30 a month, that's cheap. She got mad. She said I was being greedy and that friends don't charge each other. Okay, yeah, but friends don't use someone else's room for free storage. Like, she said I was being greedy, that friends don't charge. She accused me of acting like a landlord in my own house. Well, I mean, she's acting like your house is her free real estate. Like, huh? From my point of view, it's not just about money, it's about my home. I feel like I can't have guests over without explaining why I'm storing half her wardrobe there. Is she wearing these clothes? Is she using any of this stuff? I also had to move her stuff around multiple times just to use my desk. Some mutuals are saying I'm right for setting boundaries. Others think I'm being petty and making a big deal out of something that's hurting me so bad. Okay, wait, that's such a contradictory thing from the people. They think you're being petty and making a big deal out of something that's been hurting you so bad. quite a very contradictory thing to say. Like, if it's hurting you, then of course you'll make a big deal. Contradicting themselves with their own words. I'm the a-hole for refusing to let. Okay, no, you're not the a-hole. Clearly, this friend thinks friendship goes one way. Ask your friend a favor and see if they'll do the same. See if your friend would do a favor to this extent for you, for free. And if she wouldn't, you know where the friendship lies, and you can just dump all the stuff on her doorstep and she can find the room. If she can afford it, if she can afford, how much was it? 6 large bags and 2 bins full of stuff that she doesn't even use and doesn't need, then she can afford to find storage for it. Or she can afford to pay you to put towards it. Or she can afford a bigger place. Y'all ever heard of second-hand stores? Yeah, everyone's just saying dump the stuff. Yeah, this is a friend that's just an opportunist. Someone's saying the stuff will be sold or given away. Don't do that because the friend could take you to court over it. Some people are giving terrible advice. Don't listen to that person. But yeah, everyone's in agreement, not the a-hole. This is your house, and she's using it as her own storage for free. You're not charging her, and she's just taking advantage of your kindness. And you should put your foot down and not allow it. Sugar just got scared for no reason. Not the a-hole. Very clear, very obvious, and I don't think you should be friends with her anymore. Well, that's that, my loves. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for joining me, and thank you for sticking with me thus far. And I shall see you in the next video, babies. Mwah.